Lee said while walking with him. Lee, why are you apologizing? Actually, our wife has a stomach pain, so we have to do. Otherwise, we will go after the party is over. You know how painful a stomach it is. So we have to go. Jungkook was saying with a fake apology, while Taehyung stopped in surprise and started looking at the sly person. He took leave from him and held Taehyung's hand and left the party. Kai had put his hand on his cheek and looked at Jungkook's back with hatred. Why did you lie and say my name? Am I useless? The food was so delicious. I had to eat a lot more. Oh God, where did I get stuck? The chatter was going on in the car while the three of them were listening to his with their ear closed. Upa, get us dinner at a good restaurant. Rumi said, and Taehyung smiled at her. Jungkook didn't say anything and kept driving the car seriously. He rarely drove a car, but today he was doing it himself. After a while, the car stopped in front of a very big hotel. The hotel was extremely beautiful. Everything was shining, as if no one had set foot on these tiles. Come. He walked inside telling everyone. The guard greeted him as soon as he entered there. Jungkook walked in confidently. Everything was shining. There was light music in the atmosphere. The hotel seems to be very expensive. Everything looked very expensive. The three of them were impressed by this hotel. The manager and 2 or 3 men come running to them. Sir, you here suddenly? The manager asked with warming. Why? Did I need your permission to come to my hotel? He spoke in a sharp tone, while the 3 of them, including the manager, were formed. While Jimin, Taehyung, and Rumi were looking at Jungkook with open mouths. How could this hotel be his? He had never even mentioned it. No, sir, we didn't mean that, he said with embarrassment. Show them the table and quickly bring whatever they order. Until I'll take a round of the hotel. He'll say it and went for there, while the 3 of them were sat at the table. They were all laughing. Rumi, your brother is so rich. But see, he hasn't even given me a single ring today. They sat with a pot on which both of them smiled. The 3 of them had already received their order. They were eating when he came to them. Upa, the food here is the best, Rumi said to her brother. Jungkook smiled in return. The waiter had placed the black coffee in front of him. He took a sip of coffee and started looking at Taehyung, rarely looking at anyone while eating, because all the attention was on the food. I often come to dinner and lunch from here now. After all, it's my own hotel. I mean, he's my husband, and everything belonged to him was also mine. Right, Jimin? Taehyung said while Jungkook was sipping his coffee. He just kept looking at Taehyung's face, to which Rumi smiled slightly. What are you saying? Are you crazy? Taehyung scolded him. I'm not crazy. Just come to our home and ask Jungkook for Rumi's hand. I also want to make her my sister-in-law. This girl has seen very little happiness. I want my home to be the cure of all his sorrows. You have to agree. Son, go and sleep. We'll talk later, Taehyung said while still drinking the tea. He's my brother. He'll only listen to me. And after a month, my brother is getting married to Rumi. That's it. I don't know. You have to accept me. Otherwise, I won't even set foot here. Listen to me, Dad, they said to him angrily and left their room. This boy will never grow up. Jung was sitting in the study room with his laptop on his lap, checking some files, when Taehyung came into him and informed, I have no respect here or there, they said angrily, on which Jungkook looked at Tae and started checking his file again. You didn't ask what happened to me. They saw him and spoke to himself. Hey, let's talk later. I have to read this important file. So please don't disturb me now, he said seriously. In response, they stood up, staring at him. May God grant this. I'll die, so that you people might find peace. They left from there as soon as he said angrily. Al Jungkook said silently, reminded Jug, on Taehyung board. I die. They come out from there and went to Rumi and Taehy's room, where both of them were asleep. They came out angrily, and also went toward the garden behind the house, from where the path led to the forest. They was about to sit on the chair when he saw many fireflies going toward the forest. They stood up with a smile, and after run them, they opened the strong iron door and ran toward the path led to the forest, where they were going. Wow, what a beautiful scene. I'll take the picture and then show it to everyone. They said while taking out his phone from his pocket. They start running with the mobile in his hand and chasing after butterflies who was flying high. Oof, come down. I will take a picture. And then you go away. Please, let me take a picture, they were saying as they could hear it. Fireflies had turned disappeared as they were going up. Now there was only dim light of the moon in the forest. They were standing silently looking around. Oh God, what was the part I had come from? They turned on the flashlight of his mobile and muttered to himself in worry. Moisture began to appear in his eyes as they suddenly felt afraid. The deep silence of the forest. The forest was silent. There was not even a sound of an animal. Why did I came here? Was I crazy? Who followed the fireflies so far? If I die, then they were speaking loudly so that he won't be afraid. I wish there was a big lock on the door so that I won't have come here. They spoke angrily. They stopped. There were three paths in front of him. One went to straight, one went to the left side, and went to the straight. I think I came from the straight path. They start walking toward the straight path while thinking about something. They start running on the straight path. They stumble and fell once or twice, but he kept running without fading. And now he put his hand on his lips in shock. They saw that there was a small house in front of him. The roof had fallen off. Where have I come to this place? He was backing away in fear and grumbled to himself. They start dialing Jungkook's number on his mobile and calling him. Why aren't they picking up my phone? They was grumble while looking at the door, shaking in fear. Jungkook sat quietly for a while, then took a deep breath, closing the laptop, got up, put on slipper, and came into the room. But Taehyung was not in the room. Jungkook came to Taehy's room. Taehy and Rumi were sleeping. He was not in the room. Jungkook looked around the entire house with worry. Then he came to the other mansion, slowly pushing the door of Grandpa's room and peeked inside. Then he saw Hun's room. Everyone was sleeping. He worriedly came to the main gate. Sir, we were sitting in front of the door at 6 o'clock. The door is locked like that. And sir didn't come here, the watchman told him. When he said,